Stand by to receive our transmission.
40, 40, 40, 40, 40.
Big welcome, please, for Andy Wright.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Well, that was almost embarrassing. OBS playing up for some reason, and I don't know why. Hello and welcome to everybody. If you're here, I need to get me chat thing up, my chat window. Hello, San Diego. How are you? Yes, slightly embarrassing. The OBS software was playing up with losing my YouTube settings for some reason, and I haven't actually updated it today or at all, really, to be honest. I was having a play around with some of the screens that I've got lined up, but nothing technical, and I really don't know why it did that, but it just lost everything. So I went to hit stream at exactly 6 o'clock, and it said error, error, and I thought, well, what the heck am I going to do about that? Hello, Best Soy Lesbian, and hello, Go-Go Hopping. Welcome. Right, shall we have a little look at the chat window? So hello, welcome, thank you. No, it wasn't operator error. It was actually not my fault. I don't care. I'll blame the software. So hello and welcome to everybody, and don't forget, just a little reminder about the chat window on screen. Please remember, no profanity or offensive language that you might be seen by Google as being nasty enough to remove the video. We don't want that, so avoid that. Any trolls out there, if you're out there now and you're thinking you're going to make some trouble, you will be deleted. And I have my trusty sidekick on hand, Simon, Land of Smiles, and basically he will be looking after the live stream chat for me. So, and I will tell you now that he is going to miss me in a week's time. I have this feeling. So I should miss him, of course, as you always do. And we've got a lot to chat about today. It's going to be quite an interesting stream, I think. I wasn't going to do one, by the way. I wasn't going to do one today, but I've had quite a lot of things happen this week, including today. Hello, Barry. How are you? Welcome. Including going out with my other Simon mate. Two mates who are Simon. The other Simon, Best Soy Lesbian, who can't change his name. I bet he's regretting doing that now, just for a laugh. But we were off into Bath today, doing some filming, and we'll tell you all about that in a minute. However, let's just wait for a few people to arrive. We've got a lot planned. As I say, I wasn't going to do one today. However, there's been a lot of things that are going on this week, and I thought you'd be interested in hearing all about it. I've also had time to, well, in the last half hour, I don't know what it is about software. I really don't know why it plays up, but it plays up something chronic. And I went back in, and the green screen thing wasn't very good, so I've had to adjust that. I've had to adjust the all of the background YouTube settings, and I've also had to set up some hotkeys. Hotkeys are excellent. That means that I can still keep my chat window open, and I can still do things like this, which is brilliant. I can change the screen without me having to do the keyboard and the mouse and things like that. And then every time I do that, I lose the chat window, which doesn't say on top. So if we go back to the chat window, it's really clever. Oh, Simon, you're going to be so jealous, mate. You really are going to be so jealous. So, for those that were here on Saturday, you will know that I'm off to the land of smiles. I don't mean where Simon lives, because that's also the land of smiles, I think. But I'm going to Thailand, and I'm flying out on Monday. So, everybody, please feel jealous. Please feel free to be extremely jealous, because yes, it was a last minute thing, and yes, my credit card is really being hammered quite a lot. And you know, well, I look at it this way: you only live once, and it's only money. You know, if you haven't got any, you haven't got any. And there's lots of things coming up in the pipeline that might be an income stream at some point. So I'm looking at doing some work in that for various things. Yes, everything you said is technical magic that Simon can't understand. And you're not jealous. No, I don't think so. I think you are really. Yes, so there are a few people. I know I was chatting on and moderating on was it last night? Yeah, last night. God, time is just ridiculous this week. On the Land of Smiles, what's it called? Live stream. Yes. It's been a long day. Come on, I was up early. I had to go to Bath. I was in Bath by 8:30, at least 8:30, and I've been working all day. And now Bestest Soy Lesbian can tell you that, because he was there, and he was there at the same time, so he knows exactly what it's like. And he told me earlier that he's knackered, and he never realised that filming could be so hard. But we're talking about real cameras, you know. And I've got to tell you about that. It's really funny. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Just to say that. Should we do another quick? I'm just really showing off, really. Oh yeah, the bit of a kip. Oh, right, okay. Well, to be honest with you, I had about half an hour. I was waiting for Simon to phone me, and I just had a little sleep. Anyway, let's see if we can do a little bit of a transition. And welcome to today's Thailand news. And today, in the news, we have the fact that there's been a what's it called? I don't know. Some news is that Andy Wright, some bloke called Andy Wright, is going to Thailand very soon. Or in fact, on Monday, and he's not bragging about it at all. But he is actually very happy to see his wife after 8 months, is it? And we're looking for some horizontal aerobics, or even some vertical aerobics would be nice. Any form of aerobics, I think, and it'll be really, really interesting. Anyway, so there you go. And back to the chat. Look at that. We've got some nasty language there, San Diego. Thank you. Oh dear, naughty boy. So yes, Monday, I'm not going to go on about it too much, but I just thought I'd mention it, because actually what I want to talk about is this week trying to get my booking for my flight. And I know I've had a few that until you forgot what to say. Yes, right, that's right, quite right. Because I was going to say about the oh god, Miss Universe. Because the Thailand, the winner was a Thailand lady. She's half Swedish and half Thai. And I'm thinking, as far as ladies' looks are concerned, having a cross between a Thai and a Swedish lady, isn't that just heaven? I'm sure that's going to be the best combination ever, as far as ladies are looked. And I know we're being very shallow here with regard to appreciating ladies for their looks, because I'm sure there are ladies watching this who are thinking, what the f are they going on about? Anyway, so not to be rude about that, but you know, it is quite an important event in the Thai calendar, and the Thai lady won, so that's good. Thank you, NC29 Biker. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you here before. Thank you very much for coming in. So guys, normally the process of booking a trip is that I would go direct to Thai Air, because I like Thai Air. I like direct flights. Yes, I did have a look. I did have a look on what's it called, Agoda, and of course you can find that on landofsmiles.thailand.com, and you can go on there and you can do a search for all sorts of wonderful stuff, and I'm sure Simon would appreciate that if you did that via his website. And of course there are other websites available, but none are that good because I made it. So going on there, I did a quick search for flights, and I found out that they are extortionate. And going on to the Thai website, Thai airlines website, too busy googling. yes, I did have a look anyway. So that's hashtag give me your money. Yes, I have that hashtag too, because the actual price of it was over $1,000 on the actual Thai airline website, and I'm thinking, what? How can they justify charging that? But then I had another look, and on another website through a comparison site, there was a flight for $880, and guess what? It was exactly the same flight that was advertised on the Thai Air website, so 200 quid cheaper. What are you going to do? You're going to have to book. You're going to. Did your wife book a 5-star? No, it wasn't. It was a condo in Pattaya, and our usual one. All seasons in Khon Kaen. It's only just round the corner. If you imagine, you by the time you get in your car and you drive to the house, you could have walked there quicker. That's how close it is. In fact, if you look out the window, you can see the house, so it's not exactly very far. But I couldn't be bothered. I couldn't be bothered looking. It's just like, what? You know, why not? We've been there before. It's fine. It's only a bed, and you're only there for sleep. So what's the worry? So getting back to this flight, normally, if you maybe I'm telling you how to suck eggs, but you know, when you go into the book website, you go on there, you book your flight, you pay for it, and then you go on and you actually book your seat. So it's fairly straightforward. Book your seat there and back, and a Prosto, you can choose your meals, and you can generally get yourself all ready to go. Well, I booked it, I paid for it, and it didn't give me the option of booking a seat. I thought that's a bit weird. And it says in the actual confirmation, it says no seat allocated. So I'm thinking, hang on, what's going on here? I'm very sort of anal about this, and you know, in a very sort of weird sort of way. If you know me and you watched my last Thailand trip, you'll know what happened to me on the way home was I had my seat booked, my specific seat, and the people had changed the seat number to a different one that I didn't want. Now I have several requirements because of my condition. I wanted to be able to have an aisle seat, that's priority, but I wanted my right arm, to be in the aisle. Now, because I'm right-handed, when you come to eat your food, you don't have to worry about banging the person next to you on your right. So because there's nobody there, it's an aisle seat. So you can have either a C or you can have a G on the plane. And the two choices are C or G, or first class. That's even better, isn't it? First class. There's nobody either side of you. However, I haven't got about £4,000 to spend, so I'm stuck in the cattle market area. So the seat that I'm looking for is also quite important. Is I want a bulkhead behind me, so either a toilet or a galley or something like that, where there's nobody behind me, because one of my pet hates is when people shove things back, they shut their seat back in your face, and you're trying to struggle in and out of your seat. And it's bad enough for me to be able to get in and out of my seat without having another seat trying to stop you from doing it. So I like to be able to put my seat back, and I can not worry about the person behind me. I'm very considerate like that, But I don't think other people are. I think they just shove their seat back and don't care about you. Quite nice though, the airlines, they do actually now, when they serve food, they do ask you to put your seat up. So it's pretty good. However, I digress. So I have these requirements, and I'm not listening to any of your comments, because none of them have the @ sign at them and my name. So unless you want to put the @ and Andy, then I'm not going to listen to you. You can just chat amongst yourselves. And hello Steve, how are you, mate? I did see that one because I was looking, and obviously put the @ next time. It's horizontal or vertical. I'm not particularly fast which aerobics it is. It'll be just aerobics, as far as I'm concerned. After 8 months, it's quite a challenge, either one. So there we go. So I didn't have this booking. I had no seat. So of course I was like, whoa, what do I do then? So I emailed them. I said, look, I've got no seat. How do I book it? They went, oh, well, you have to wait for 24 hours before your flight. Then you have to book into the Thai Air website, and then you have to book it then. And by the way, you could actually then also check in. Well, to be fair, I never do that. I always end up in the airport and check in. I think what a complete waste of time that is, to actually do check-in first and then turn up. You've still got to drop your bag off, and some people will say, well, it's just quicker, you can just drop your bag off. But if you see the drop-off queue, you may as well just wait in the queue and check in. And I've never had an issue with it anyway. So Air China at 300 and Emirates, yeah, but not in August. I'm sorry. Any of those aerobics? Yes, they sound like they could be quite fun, especially when they're in Thailand. Since you show up so early, do they ever upgrade you? Unfortunately, no. I've never been upgraded, but there's always a first time. I mean, I was nearly upgraded. I was upgraded to a seat with a leg room. I was moved from the back until up to the front, where there was actually a spare seat, and I had loads of leg room, which was brilliant. It was one of those ones where you have to have the extra table. They put the table in where it comes out of the chair, doesn't it? Out of the side of the chair rather than the front, and the screen, your screen is on the wall as opposed to the chair in front. So I did get sort of upgraded, and that was last time when I went, and I was wearing the Thai shirt and the black ribbon in respect for the death of the king. And And the staff actually saw me wearing it, and they thought, wow, they give me a little smile. Pay extra to print their boarding passes. Oh my God. Well, yeah, anyway. So, well, I never have any trouble with that. But there you go. That's probably BA, actually. Can I say that? Can I say that? It's BA. Have you seen the shirts that I wear? Yeah, exactly. I mean, they are genuine. They are genuine Thai shirts. So, I'm actually promoting Thailand business by wearing them. In fact, this one is one from Songkran. So they wear these ones as well. Oh, is it right now? All right, yeah. Well, I can believe that because they charge for everything. So I would never. I'd have to be I'd have to be dead before I went Ryanair, and that's a fact. Yes, right, okay. So I said to this guy on email, how do I book this seat? I need to book a seat. Jamie, go away. I don't want to hear that, thank you. Anyway, if that, Jamie, is that a direct flight? I think you'll find that probably price is not a direct flight, and I do not do multi-stop things. Oh, thank you, Simon. That's very kind. Are you sure it's a CLARE or is it not an IRE? I'm pretty confident she says CLAIRE. Maybe I heard it wrong. Just confirm that, will you? Thank you. So, all I need is a straw hat and a cocktail drink. Yes, you're quite right. Yes, I do. So, this guy wouldn't give me an answer. He basically said, oh, Thai direct flight. Yeah, but when in August? Is it on the 7th or is it on the 8th? And is it for 3 weeks? Because there's plenty of flights. If you want to go later on in August, then there's plenty of flights that are cheaper, and they do come down in price. I mean, towards the end of August, they are about 600 quid, and in early December, they were about 400, 480 or something like that. So, yeah. Yes, exactly. Right, so this guy said, I said to this guy, I want to book my seat. I've got to book my seat. I've got specific needs, and I was a bit naughty. I've got to stop reading his bloody comments because it's just distracting me. Yes, well, unfortunately, I've got specific times that I can go. I can't just drop everything and go because of my term time classes. That I just I have to be back by my classes start on the 4th of September, so I have to be back before that. Hence why I come back on the 29th. So it gives me a few days to cry, basically, and acclimatise myself back into living alone again and not enjoying myself every day. So it's really difficult when you are restricted by that. I can appreciate that not everybody is like that, and if you can drop everything and go, then obviously gonna save a load of money, which is nice. But unfortunately, I can't do that. So let's look at this problem I had. I said, right, I sort of played the disabled card. I'm sorry to say, very, very embarrassed about it. I played the disabled card, and I said, look, I have to book it for reasons that I've already told you lot, okay? And I said I need to make sure that I get a seat booked because I cannot be going to the airport and having any old seat, because I might end up with a middle seat somewhere, and I won't be able to get out to the toilet, and I won't be able to sort of eat my food, which is extremely important on a flight, like 11-hour flight. So he said, "Oh, right then, okay. Well, you have to ring the airline yourself and book it with them." And I went, "Whoa, hang on, wait a minute. I'm paying you vast amounts of money, and you're a travel agent. It's your job. Why should I have to ring the airline?" And it's like they're trying to get out of it by, "Oh, you know, it's something that you have to do, blah blah blah." And I went, "Well, not happy with that." I said, I'm now regretting booking with you, and I'm going to be not very happy about it." So I said, "Right, okay then. Well, in the meantime, between that message and the next message that I will tell you about in a moment, I went onto the Thai Airways website, and lo and behold, my booking was there, luckily. Halfway down is a thing that you can add things to, like meals and things like that. You can add your criteria. So I clicked that, and the message said, "If you have booked this seat direct, then you can actually change your seat number and everything else. If you come in from an agent, then you can't do it." And I thought, "Oh, bum. Well, that's not very good." But in any case, I had a go, and I chose my seat. I chose C40, right? And that C40, it's an A380 Airbus, so it's a usual large plane. C40 fitted all of my criteria. It was an aisle seat, obviously C row, with my right hand in the aisle, and it was also a bulkhead seat, and behind it was a galley. So I don't really worry about what's behind, because you end up walking around anyway, so it's not a problem. And the other criteria that I forgot to mention was, for me, location of the toilet, because I don't want to be having to go down the aisle in the dark, tripping over everybody and jumping and basically falling over into people. Of course, that sort of annoys people when you do that. So I didn't really want to do that. So the location of a toilet nearby is another criteria, probably the most important criteria if you really want to know. So yeah, exactly. You hate to have people behind you, but also there's that thing about putting your seat back, and luckily for me, the C40. Remember C40, guys. Okay. The number you need to remember is C40, right? Now, that was chosen on the Thai Air website. So, and I actually luckily was able to choose C40 for the return journey as well. So that was a bit of luck. So I actually C40 bingo. Yeah, 2 and 2, 2 little ducks. Who's got a house? Oh, you have, Simon. You've got a house in Thailand. Can I go and stay there? I'll be cheap, won't it? Yes, I should ask for one of the cabin crew seats, because they are quite handy. And I do end up having a walk around that area usually, and you can sort of have a little stretch. My back really hurts after a little while, so I have to go and have a little stand up and stretch around there. Yes, the pilot seat. Very good, Simon. Very good. Very quick. Very quick. So I've got C40, and I've clicked save, and I've come out of the website. That's the Thai Air. I've come back and I've got an email, and the guy says, right, okay, so we can actually book a seat for you. So I thought, well, yeah, that's only what I expected, really. So what seat would you like? I said, what seat have you got? I said, well, which one do you want? I said, well, unless you tell me which ones that you've got, then how do I know which ones I want? I said, by the way, I've actually been on to the Thai website and I have booked. Hello, International P. Hello, Prince. How are you, mate? Nice to see you. I have booked C40. So, please, can you check that? I'm ignoring you, look. C40, by the way, is the seat number. It's the one after C39. So I said, please, can you check that I have C40? Anyway, the guy, remember, this is done by email. So we're not chatting on the phone, we're emailing. So another email comes back. He goes to me, no, C40 is booked by somebody else. I went, what? I've just booked it. Isn't it? Are you sure it's not me? Anyway, so I was a bit puzzled about that. I thought, well, how can somebody else book it when I've just booked it? Anyway, confusing. Confusing.com. So he said, here's a plain seat map. Choose a seat from the map. Good job it's not C4, yeah, it'll be there forever. Obsolete. It could be a DeLorean. I could just magically appear, couldn't I? Why are you drunk? Why are you drinking, Go-Go? Oh my goodness, don't drink. Not yet, wait for it. So he said, here's the seat map, choose a seat. So I had a look at the seats. Okay, so ignoring C40, I think I went for G39. Almost the same row, but over the other side. Remember that C and G are in the aisle. So the right arm in the aisle. They're both close to the toilet. They're both sort of bulkhead seats, and they meet the criteria that I was after. So I said, I'll have G39. Anyway, now the problem with the map, the seat map, was that some of these seats had green. They were available. You sank my battleship. C39 was a green seat, so it was available, but it had a red line around it. And looking at the key, there was something. I think it said something like available seat with characteristics. Now I don't know what the characteristics were, but there was a green seat which was available, and there was a green seat with a red line around it which was available with characteristics. And then there was a pink seat, or whatever colour it was. Phone call, which was unavailable. So the majority of that flight was actually quite full. There was loads of window seats. So if you like a window seat, then there were loads of those. So I sent an email. I said G39, and I waited, and he came back and he said, "No, you can't have that. You can't have anything before row 50." Now row 50, looking at the map, they were all green. They were all plain green. So I can appreciate he was saying that you can't have any with characteristics, whatever they are. I don't know what they were. Maybe they were allocated to other agencies. I don't know. So I went, oh my! I emailed back. I said, well, that sort of information telling me that you can't have anything before 50 is a bit silly, really, because you could have told me that before, and I wouldn't have chosen G39, would I? Anyway, so I said, right, okay, I'll have C53. Okay. And I sent that email. Now, this story is nearly finished, by the way, and there is a punchline as well. There is a bit of a punchline, because remember, I asked for C53, and I came back. He came back with, okay, well, I have booked you C40 for both directions. Is that okay? Wayne, I got C40, and it was like a Homer Simpson moment that I really cannot understand what the beep beep was the problem in the first place, because that's the seat that I booked originally, and so I have C40 for both directions, and what a flipping palaver. I really can't understand why I had to go through all of that just to get a seat. Let's not talk about the hire car, shall we? Should we talk about the hire car? Do you want to talk about that? Oh my goodness me! Call the airline, tell the price that they won't match it. You are the CEO. Cheap flights, find airline which is the cheapest, then call that airline, tell price they will match it. That a ringing in sick tomorrow, hick. Oh goodness me. You lot, what are you on about? So no, it wasn't Thompson's, it was World Airfares or something like that. I'm not sure. Can't remember exactly. I've never used them before, and I'm never using them again. Not even because they are cheap. Save me £200 on the price, but I don't. I mean, the Thai Air, they always have a lack of availability, but you can go to an agent and have a seat, because that's what happened when my wife came over there. There was no availability, but we went to the agent and she sat next to me all the way home. It's like, well, how did that happen? They told me there was no seats available, but there was plenty of seats. So, yeah, it's just weird. I mean, I know what they do. The airline will allocate a certain batch of seat numbers to an agent, and then they will sell those seats. So this is why they were green with a red line around them. Perhaps they were another agent, and my agent was saying, well, I can't get those, but in the end they did. So I don't know, no idea. You're right, I do, and and I also have some lovely Thai shirts for sale. So if anybody is interested in those, please refer to a previous vlog that I've done. Yes, so the car, my goodness me. So I always have a automatic car. I always have a car from the airport in Bangkok, and we drive wherever we're going. And then we'll end up taking the car up to Khon Kaen. And then when I go home, I take the car to the airport and drop it off there. So up until now, it's always been Thai car rental that I've had. This time, I went for a Hertz car. And I don't mean a Hertz as in dead people's car. I mean Hertz as in the American company. You've got a tailored suit for sale. Never won. That's funny. Yes, anybody want a suit, then speak to Simon, because he's got one that doesn't quite fit. That's quite funny. Oh dear me, that's good. So I got this car, which was I believe £352 or something like that. It was a combat car. I usually have that one. I don't normally pay that much, but the problem is the availability, and the problem is that you also have to go to a different airport as well. So you drop off. They charge. I don't think they charge you more, but I don't think all of the companies allow it. So the problem is finding one that would do that. And you're probably asking, why don't I drive down, take the car back to the airport, and then fly up to Khon Kaen, and then blah blah blah, get another car. Too much logistics. The car was a what was the car? The car was a either a Toyota or it was a Honda. No, it wasn't. It was anyway, whatever car it was a small, it was a 4-door small car. I think it was a 1.4 engine, and they reckon you can get two large cases in there in the boot. And I always have a boot. I never have a hatchback because I just like a boot or a trunk if you're American. So got this car, and then had an email from them saying it's not available. So we've given you a Honda Jazz. And I really flipping hate Hondas. And I certainly hate a Jazz. They're like a little tiny car, smaller than the Mitsubishi that I normally have. I normally have a Mirage. It's like poxy little 1.2 engine. And I thought, no, I'm not having it. You didn't ask me. You just changed it. And I thought, I don't really want that. I'm going to cancel it. Anyway, before I cancelled it, I did a live chat. And what I thought I might try is a bit of a scam. I thought I might try and get the insurance premium excess thing, where you cover your insurance. If you have a crash, then they will pay your premium for you, your excess, so you don't lose any money. But they charge like an extra £5 a day. And I thought, I'll have a go. I'll say, I'm not happy with the car. You can give me that and I'll keep it. But if you don't give me that, I'm going to cancel. So they said, basically they told me to sling my hook. So I said, oh well, I'm going to cancel it then. So I cancelled it. And I went back on the website again, and I found a car that I had last time, which was it's listed as an Nissan Almera, but you never get the Almera. Last time I got the was it the Altis, the Toyota Altis? I'm sure it was an Altis I had, because it's the same one that the guys use in taxis in Bangkok. So it's that car that you have. So it's a really big car. And I thought, well, I'll have that. So that was actually cheaper price by about £40. So I booked the car, and they've just, I think, I haven't looked at my email today, but they should have confirmed it by now. So yeah, it's basically a tuk-tuk. So the idea is that have you ever, if you've ever had a hire car in Svanapum and you've had to take it back to the airport to drop off, it's a flipping nightmare. Oh my God, what a flipping stupid arrangement they have. You would have thought that, you know how you can't park outside airports, they always wave you on, don't they? They say you can't park there, you can't even drop off really, but they like to move you on. They should have a area where you can park the car to return it, so you have a chance to go inside, get them to come out, and then you go inside with your luggage. But you can't do that. You have to leave it there. So last time I left it there with my missus in the car. She can't drive it, so the cops were coming along saying, "You've got to move this car. It's in the way. It's in the way." And the point was, by the time I got to the hire car desk, and the hire car desk is at gate number 78. If you know Savannah, it's got about 9 doors that you can come out of, so quite a large area. And the car rental place was 78. You couldn't go in to the terminal building until you got down to number 2. So you can imagine the walk down to number 2, and then you have to walk up inside. You can't, they wouldn't let you in any other door. So by the time I got to the actual check-in, the car rental place, I was knackered. I had to have a sit down. And then he said, "Oh, well, we just got back out to the car." I said, "Well, it's too far to walk." He said, "We'll just come out this door then." It's like, come out number 7. It's like, oh, I wish I could have come in that door, but there was actually armed security guards. No, we're not talking politics. Oh, it's not see-through. That's good. So when you get, and then you have to go back, and then you've got all these coppers telling you to move your car. And even in Konkan, they stop you from parking out the front, dropping off the car. They made us go into the actual car park. Of course, I thought, well, this is silly. But the cheeky people, the car people, they even asked us for 15 baht to get out of the car park. It's like, what? We were forced to come in to the car park because there's nowhere to drop the car off. And now you're making us pay for that. Anyway, that's just a little rant about that. So, we're all booked. Got my seat booked, got my car booked, and we are going to the we're going to John Tiem, and it's going to be the Aqua. I don't know if anybody knows the Aqua. It's sort of a condo tower. Could you buy I could buy a used car. I did think about it, and the amount of times that I have been there, I could have probably bought one, but I don't. I know. I mean, I'm not being rude, but if I had a car, every Tom, Dick, and Harry would be driving it, and it would probably end up like Simon's car, being wrecked and written off. So I'm reluctant to buy a car that I know will get abused, and especially if it was a brand new car, then I would even be really worried about it. Not that I would buy one, but if I did, yeah, it's a very good idea, and it would be partly cost effective if I knew that people wouldn't drive it, but I know for a fact that they will, because that's the reason why they want you to buy a car, because they want to use the car. It's all very good fun. It's all very good fun. John TM. Oh, there's loads of Russians there, isn't there? Well, that'd be good for Simon then, wouldn't it? See if the old Russian guy, I can find him for you. Give him a little kick in. So, if anybody does know the Aqua, it looks quite nice. It's a self-contained 2-room and a kitchenette. It's got two lots of beds, microwave, cooker, fridge, and everything else. I mean, to be fair, we're only yeah, that's right. We're only there for 4 nights, so it's really not that bothered about, you know, what it's all about, because we won't be hardly there. It's only there really to sleep, and for the kids to sort of watch TV and stuff like that. So really, you know, it's not really that important. But looking on booking.com, again, booking.com, if you want to get a good deal. You've got that on yours, Simon, haven't you? I don't know if you have, but I know that. I don't know if it's on mine. Might not be on mine yet, but I know that booking.com is what I use quite a lot. It's fairly easy. And they had, yes, so it's on Simon's if you want to go on there and have a look at booking.com. But the problem was there was nothing available. They were all fairly chocker. Well, yeah, I mean, it's understandable because there was only like a week to go, so I wouldn't expect to be that many. But I did actually think it was a low season, but maybe I'm wrong. But there you go. So it just seems that like there's lots of people. But then again, it's August, so it's holiday time here, isn't it? So people do go away. So we are actually just over the road from the beach. And we're also not far from the night market, apparently. So that'll be quite good. We are, itinerary-wise, we will be trying to meet up with people. So if you are in Pattaya around the 8th, 9th, 10th, or 11th, then we'd love to meet you. Even if you're not my sub, I'm quite happy to meet you. But obviously, it's better if you are a sub. No pressure. No pressure at all. Yes, go. If you're going to be there, be good. I know there was a guy, I can't remember who it was now. Was it Kern Bells from last night? The spooky thing was, we were talking about it, and he goes, I'm in John TM. And I went, but yeah, so am I. He said, I said to him, I'm in Aqua. And he went, oh, so am I. Oh, right, yes, the boat buses. Yeah, we'll probably not bother with that. We'll probably just go in the car. Because I'm far too lazy for exercise. You'll meet me in the windmill. All right, you coming over there, mate? That's good. You read somewhere today that Walking Street has got to remove all of its neon lights. All right. It's going to be slightly different then. So the itinerary, hopefully, is we are going to go to Kevin Thailand's meetup on the Wednesday night. So that'll be an experience that I haven't done. And I've asked him to possibly help me with my driving license again. So Yeah, because I've been waiting for a phone call all day from my GP because I've booked a phone appointment last week. So I've had to wait a week already because I wanted to get some paperwork. Because when we went to the driving license place to get my medical, he wouldn't do it. He said, "I've got no medical records. I cannot give you a medical certificate." Now, stupid me, I missed the signs with that, because he then went on to talk about, oh, but the doctors in England have a really lot, they get a lot of money for their wages. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, so, but I missed the signs. I missed the fact that if I'd have been quicker on the mark, and I could have said to him, here's a couple of a couple of $1,000 maybe. Can you how would that help? I think he might well have done it there and then, but I was a bit slow. I really was a bit slow. So if it happens again, I might just offer maybe $2,000, $2,000. But I've got my GP to hopefully give me some paperwork for Friday, because obviously they're shut at the weekend, and I'm actually going on Monday morning. So hopefully, if I take this with me, there is a chance I will get a driving license in Thailand. By the way, guys, there was some controversy about whether you need a international driving license to go into Thailand. Let me say, in all the years I've been going and driving and being stopped by the police, I have only ever used my UK driving license. And fair to say that there's been no problem with that. I did read on the because it was a Hertz car hire website, not the usual Thai car hire that I normally have. Thai car hire, they have no problem with your UK license. They look at it and they go, yeah, okay, that's fine. So it's police and the hire company are completely happy with your UK license. However, I read on the Hertz website that you need an international driving license, and Thailand is actually listed on the website that you read about for the IDP. So I'm thinking, oh, panic. As I'm going to have a Hertz car, I better get one. So, yes, personally, I don't think the police really understand anyway. And as long as you've got one, what's the problem? It's like they're only after people that haven't got them. I think that's why they have roadblocks, to stop people, Thai people from driving like nutters and driving without licenses. I think that's a reason that they don't really worry about it. But having said that, because of the Hertz website, I popped out to my local post office and I got one. £5.50. It takes about 5 minutes. You take in your driving licence, which they look at, and the copy from, and your passport for ID purposes, and £5.50, and you wait, and they give you a little booklet. I haven't actually got it here with me, it's in the other room, but it just looks like a little sort of cardboard folded thing, and on the front of it is the AA. Now, whether that's the AA that we all know in the UK or something else, but it is basically just details they handwritten onto a bit of cardboard. To be fair, I've only got it because of the Hertz website, but I haven't got a Hertz car anymore. I've got a Thai car, so I'm not really that bothered about it. But I've got it for backup, and it lasts a year. So if you are going to get one, then just get one and shove it in your car. Keep it in the car, really, because you probably won't need it at all. Remember that when you are driving, then you will probably get stopped. I'm anticipating being stopped at least maybe 3 or 4 times in all of the 3 weeks. Usually about 3 times. Now, because I'm in Pattaya, I might even get stopped there as well. So probably not best to drink and drive, and also just take it steady, really. And of course, yeah, I do have this this mission to find deep fried ice cream, which me and Simon have been enjoying in the Thai restaurants around the Bath area. So yes, quite pleasant. Talking of Simon, not the other Simon, this Simon, best soy lesbian. I bet you're really regretting naming yourself that, and you can't change it back for 3 months. That's really funny. I got to laugh. So me and Simon went off to Bath today, not together, separately, to do some filming. And it's for, I'm sure he won't mind me saying, but this is all about the incident with BA on the flight that Simon was attacked by the big Russian guy, who later on was found out to be completely paralytic, with a big empty bottle of whiskey under the seat. So, of course, it resulted in Simon having to have back surgery, and obviously, partly how we met was the fact that he moved down here from up north, as they say, up north, he was moving to down this way for his work, and I heard about it on the, because he's a subscriber, by the way. So if you're not a subscriber, click that button. In fact, you can click that button by doing the button down here. Where is it? Hang on. Which way? Oh, that way. Over there. So there's a button over there, so you can go and click that if you want. That's good, that transition. Not that Simon, no, the other Simon. So, as you know, he's going through his legal thing, so we can't really tell you too much. However, what we can tell you is that the ITV, the Tonight Show, are actually putting out a programme on the 31st of August, which will feature Simon, yay, and me. I managed to get my face on TV, so providing they don't edit me out, I should be in the shots. But it's mostly about Simon, really, and also I have done a vlog. I'm going to be doing a vlog. Hopefully it'll be out before I go, but it will be a vlog about today and behind the scenes sort of look. So that should be quite good. But the ITV thing obviously will be, you know, and because we are brilliant at snooker. I think you managed to get 2 balls down. I got 0. I think you won that one anyway. But yeah, it was a really interesting day, and for me, if you're a creator, this will interest you as well, because I was actually quite shocked, because you know that my camera, this is just one of my cameras, okay, on a gimbal. This one is the Git 2, but I also have the GoPro 4. So I got that. It's on 1080p, 60 frames a second, and they had this huge, ginormous camera, really, really fancy stuff. And I said, "Oh, you'll be filming that in 4K, will you?" He went, "No, it's only 1080p." What? Only 1080? What the heck is that about? So it's not the size of it; it's what you do with it. That's what I say. You can, Simon. You can make that official. It's official. It's not the size of it; it's what you do with it that counts. So my little GoPro thing was filming, and the same as their huge camera. So, but they obviously had a lot more kit than I did. It's very interesting. And it was a very tasty barley. Yes, right, Simon. I wasn't looking. I'm a married man, not allowed to look much. God, has anybody been to Bath, by the way? Because Bath in the West Country, I mean, I don't mean the one in your bathroom. Bath is obviously full of tourists mainly, but the huge number of Asian people walking around, and I'm sure that most of those are either Korean, Chinese, or Thai, because I just think, wow. And then I think, oh, well, why hasn't my wife got her visa? Because it's like there's loads of people over here. Yeah, there you go. So I'm not going to talk about that. However, do you ever do? Yes, I do. Go. And if you have a look at my look, there's a little thing at the back here. Where is it? There. Product review. So I have a whole series of product reviews where I have reviewed my kit, as it were. So you'll see that there's the GoPro, the Git 2, and my Canon camera, the SLR. Oop. So the SLR camera. I may as well show you the other one. So there's the GoPro and the gimbal, G5 gimbal. So I'll be taking my GoPro and my Xeon. Yes, quite right, Simon. I didn't take a coat, and it did pee down with rain, and I got a bit wet, and I went back to the car. And it's quite surprising that we were there for 9 o'clock and we didn't leave there till gone. We didn't leave there until gone 1:30, I think it was, or 1 p.m. So it's quite a long day, and you know, I think that the whole sequence will probably last about 10 minutes or so, I think, on TV. I don't think it'll be any longer than that. So if you are a creator, then you'll know why that is, because you end up having loads of footage that you chop down. Now, incidentally, the other TV thing that I'm going to talk about is BBC One. Yeah. So I'm doing some filming for BBC One, which will be broadcast, I think, sort of September-ish, I think, as far as I know. They have yet to confirm that. But it's all about travel. Accessibility on the trains, I believe. And so I went off the other day on the train. I thought, where shall I go? I think I'll pop to Bath. Yeah, it's not that far. It's like maybe half an hour on the train. So I got on the train at Westbury, and that was quite interesting. I was waiting you have to go to the office, you knock on the door, and you go, hello, I'm on the train, and they have to get the ramp out. They can see that you're on a scooter, so generally, they're quite good about it. Anyway, this time, lovely chap, he said, well, next time, you need to really book. And I went, what? Pardon? Next time you come on a train, really, I think you should book assistance so we know you're coming. It's like, but I didn't know I was coming today. I just decided to go out for lunch. Oh, well, you can book, can't you? And then, well, after going off on one, the train comes in. It puts the ramp down. Within 10 seconds, I'm on the train. He's moved the ramp. The train's gone. It's like, what was the problem? There was no problem at all. He just liked having a moan. So I was actually quite happy about that because I got it on video, and that is exactly what they were looking for. They were looking for that sort of thing. And of course, then the other thing in the actual train itself, there's a bin, and if you're not aware of it, why would you be? Why would you be aware of a bin, except when you got rubbish? But they put this bin right in the corridor, so that when you're trying to reverse into the carriage, because if you don't reverse in, then you can't. It makes it really hard to get off the train. So you reverse into the carriage. Of course, behind you is the doors, and they don't stay open. You have to push the button, and then they close. Especially when you're trying a 20-point turn, 20-point turn, because the bin's in the way, and you cannot just get this angle right. So it's backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. It was ridiculous, and that happens every single time. And I've actually contacted Southwest Trains. I told them, can you not move that one bin? There's only one bin they got to move. And they just said, oh, we've not had a problem before. It's like, well, you've got a problem now. Sort it out, for goodness sake. But I think it's mainly because of the scooter is a bit longer and less manoeuvrable than a wheelchair. Right? If it was a wheelchair, I think it would go in there quite easy. But because you've got the turning circle on it, although to be fair, you have to get when you get your scooter, you have to get a passport for it. So you have to fill in a application form. But the annoying thing is that if you go on Southwest Trains, then you have to have a passport for Southwest Trains. If you go on GWR, and you've got to have one for that one too. If you went on Southeast Trains, you'd have to have one for that. Then you have one for Virgin. It's like, why? Why? It's like, why? I really don't understand any of it. And you could say that is officially a rant about trains. Anyway, we're already on the hour and a quarter, so we're going to do a shorter session today. So if you've got any questions, there is a time now when we can do questions. I'm saying go. It depends on what you're going to do with it as far as cameras are concerned. I started off with my Canon. Yeah, Simon, you need to recognise the official rant about trains. Thank you. Simon's in charge of that. So, don't forget. Oh, I nearly forgot. Don't forget that this weekend, summer in the city, in the Excel Centre in London, which is for YouTube's people and creators. It's the UK's version of VidCon, I think. So, just for your information. Oh, Bangery, that's not good, is it? Oh, talking to Barry. Does anybody remember Barry from EastEnders? I mean, FFS. So, he's in Big Brother house. Jeez. And please do not tell me that nobody here watches Big Brother, because I know you're lying to me. You're all secret fans of Big Brother. If nobody was watching it, then they wouldn't put it on. They wouldn't be able to put it on. So somebody is watching it somewhere. And everybody that I talk to says they don't watch it. So, yeah, Barry from EastEnders is in Big Brother, along with Derek Acora, who is the psychic medium. I always wondered whether there was a psychic well done or a psychic rare. I don't know. Game of Thrones. Oh, I don't know anything about that, except that wasn't Sean Bean in that originally. I think Sean Bean. I really can't stand Sean Bean in acting, because he's like, when he's doing his lines, it's very off-putting. Yes, that's quite right. Yeah, I haven't got time to watch TV. I would disagree with that, Go, but there you go. I'm probably not going to watch the celebrity one, because I'm not being rude, but there are lots of non-UK celebrities in it. I really have no interest in seeing this particular YouTube lady. She's had, I think, 1 billion views or something like that. She's a YouTuber, and she has no qualms about getting her clothes off. And let's just say, you would not want to see her naked, put it that way. It's time for a rant about Thai extended family. Oh, okay. Wayne, no, I didn't. If you want to know the answer to that, I could heartily recommend a previous couple of live streams. In fact, look for the live streams that are marked as 1, 2, 3 and 4. There are 4 of them, so they're all about how we met. And yes, we did. It was an agency up in Konkan area. So my Thai extended family, bless them all. They're probably rubbing their hands together right this minute, thinking, oh, my son-in-law is coming to Thailand next week. let's see if we can eat some food and go down the mall and buy some stuff. I'm sure. Why was you called a buffalo? I don't know. No idea. I personally think that is because there's a translation error with the Google Translate. How far from the mic is the mic? The mic is here. There's a pop filter, and there's my mouth. So it's probably that much. Don't know. It's probably a bit loud because I'm peeking on the peak meter there, so it's probably a little bit close. Oh, talking about Game of Thrones, I don't know. Oh, you're not talking to me anyway, that's alright then. So, what was I going to say about my family? It sounds good, yeah. Hopefully it does. I think that it's the age-old story, isn't it? If you're going to do a job, you got to do it properly. What's GOT? GOT. What's GOT? I've no idea what that is. Well, yeah, exactly. I think I'm waiting for the thing that says move the microphone further to the other way so it covers up my face. Because you haven't said that yet. Hi, Yorks Kev. How are you? Welcome. Oh, yeah. Is it what, Game of Thrones? I thought that was that Kill People series where they, fantasy medieval type thing. I don't. Is it like a game show or something? Because I thought Jon Snow was a news reporter. I've no idea what the heck you're talking about. Why am I showing my age? I don't watch it. I'm just trying to think what I was going to talk about then. It's gone out the top of my head. Yeah, that's my age. Shall we do a quick we do a quick, what should we do? What haven't we done? No chat. Oh, website. So just a quick advert then. If you want to go and see my wonderful website. Or even if you want a website designing, then I am available. Obviously not for the next 3 weeks. But if you want a website in similar sort of vein, then I am available. You can go on to that and have a little look. And you can also remember it's not finished. It's not complete. It is in fact a long way from complete because I need to put all my old photos on there from various trips I've done, which is always my plan, but I haven't really had time to do it because I've got a client called Simon who keeps on breaking his website, and now I'm going to Thailand for 3 weeks. So yeah, let's go back to chat. It's clever that. Yeah, Jon Snow is the Channel 4 reporter. That's what I thought. they can't watch anything in Big Brother. They're not allowed to. Simon, they haven't got a freezer. They'd be lucky to have a fridge, actually. And the fridge is all full of the water bottles that they refill. So they buy a big 8-gallon, or how many gallons it is, and then they decant it down to the normal sort of normal bottle, and then they put it in the fridge. So it just saves a lot of hassle on it. Trying to drink water, open the fridge, and there it is. Do I think I should buy my wife a freezer? No, I should not buy them a freezer. They won't use it. The whole situation with Thai people generally is that it's quicker and easier to go pop down the local street and buy street food. They can buy it for 30 to 100 baht, and then they bring it back and they eat it there and then. If you, instead of going out every night, maybe you could buy a few things to raise their standard of living. Yeah, such as buying what? I think she would just take the freezer next door. Yeah, quite right. Probably sell it. Although, to be fair, the noodle bar is still there. So, I haven't sold that yet. Yeah. But the point is that the whole food thing is that they don't, if you went to the supermarket and bought food and brought it back, it would be gone the same day, very much. They would use it all that day. So they don't really do what we do in the UK. We go down the supermarket, we buy a load of stuff for the week, and then shove it in the fridge. And they don't really do that. It is a bit frustrating when you buy a Kit-Kat and you put it in the fridge, and then you go back to find that it's gone. Somebody's had it, and they don't think twice about that. They will just happily take whatever's in there and eat it and not worry about it. Maybe you could make new. I think it's broken, actually, Simon. It's not been used for 2 years, so I don't think it works. Yeah, actually, San Diego. A year or two ago, I did actually buy them a new bed and a washing machine. And I believe that our dowry, they actually paid for a TV, so they had a TV out of my dowry. But that was in the days when I had some money, so I can't really justify spending any money on anything really. But the washing machine, they didn't ask for it. I saw their machine and it was pretty knackered, and because they were doing my washing for me as well, and they do my washing, my ironing, and everything else for me. I thought we were down the road in this supermarket shop. And I said to my missus, "Come this way, let's have a look at this washing machine." I didn't tell her why. I just said, "Is that okay?" She went, "Yeah." And I went, "Well, I'm going to buy it." So I just bought it, and it was actually quite cheap. I think it was about 17,000 baht, which is only slightly more than I paid for a hotel. Yeah, and new glasses were 400. Don't talk about glasses. My goodness. No, her phone's okay, and she doesn't use a laptop, so they all tend to have their phone, and they will use their phone. What probably I'll end up doing is, yeah, I'll take some headache pills, but what I'll probably end up doing is putting the Wi-Fi back in, because they had Wi-Fi that I paid for to be installed, because I was there. I wanted Wi-Fi for me mainly, but they obviously found it very, very, very handy, but they stopped paying for it, so they got cut off. And I don't know, because it's just like 20 baht for internet, so it's really cheap for them to get internet. And when they're paying, I think it's about 1,200 baht a month for Wi-Fi. That's really, really expensive. Do they watch Big Brother? I don't know actually if there is a Thai version of that. I doubt it very much, but they do have the Voice, and they do have Thailand Got Talent. So yeah, where are we? We've done that. Yeah, they were for the sick buffalo. Yeah, that's the other Simon. Yeah, Simon, we got some paracetamol for you, mate. We're gonna have to call you LOS and Simon the other one. Otherwise we're gonna get confused. So if there's any questions, then please ask, because I'm thinking about, it's an hour and a half now, so we're gonna call it a night. I will be back on Saturday, hopefully, if I come back from the show early enough. And actually, to be fair, I don't know if I'm going to go. What with this being, I've got 4 days left, and I haven't packed my case yet. I haven't done anything about it. So I know it doesn't take that long, and I could probably do it in half an hour if I really tried. But it's London, and I would probably have to have a hotel, because I don't really want to drive up in the morning on the Friday. So I'd have to have a hotel Friday night, or no, Thursday night. I'd like to go for the creators session on the Friday. I don't know about Saturday. Saturday is for anybody. Not sure. You're packed for November. Good. You're really keen, aren't you? Mind you, did you bother unpacking? Because I tell you what, mine is already partly packed anyway, because I have those bags. Those are sort of the airtight bags. And I've just left all my stuff in the bags. See you here Saturday for my rant about the YouTube show in London. Yes, that's quite right. Probably will be a big rant about that. So what's left to say on my keyword things? I've got to say please don't forget, if you haven't already, subscribe, like and share. Give me some love, please. And I hope you enjoyed tonight. It's been interesting. I hope you've got something from it. And keep on loving, as they say. Any last questions before we go? So, I am actually extremely knackered after all that filming today. It's going to be a bit of a busy day. So, no questions? No, okay. Well, thank you everybody. Very kind of you to come and support me, and I hope you have enjoyed it. Am I going to brush up on my tie? Yeah. My tie is about as good as my wife's English. I'll leave it like that, shall I? Although in the restaurant today, I did have a little chat and such, so it's pretty good. I think I can get by a little bit in Thailand. Yep, thank you Yorks Kev, thank you Barry, thank you San Diego, thank you Gogo. I'll have a look at your message shortly. Thank you Simon, Land of Smiles, for moderating. Thank you Best of Soy Lesbian as well for a very enjoyable day, and of course thank you for paying for lunch as my treat. So thank you everybody. I shall forget about everybody suffering whilst I'm making my holiday, and don't forget you can actually see the new series Thailand Adventure 4 coming in September. So that's it from me. Hope you have enjoyed today. I'll catch you again on Saturday. Bye for now. Yes, boom boom. I'm looking forward to that. Bye.